Hi, Capricorn, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your August 16th, 2023 new moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out more than you guys will ever know. If you're interested in a private reading, a private personalized meditation, or an animal healing, check out my website, daneharttarot.com. If you are having difficulty booking on the website, email me at daneharttarot@gmail.com. If you are interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below, as there will be a link to my website there as well. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Oops. Okay, there we go. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is the Four of Wands reverse. There is either there I'm just hearing a covenant being broken, okay, which is interesting wording coming from spirit, but it's a sense of something that we were dedicated to. It's like that is now over, and we are now going to be moving in a different direction than what we had originally, envisioned for ourselves. It could be that there is a job opportunity. I don't want to say things fall through, but I'm seeing things falling through, and I don't want people to say, "Oh, this is so negative." No, it's just what spirit is showing me at this time, that there are certain things where we thought, oh, okay, we had things settled or things were worked out this way and it's going to progress this way. And spirit's like, no, you're going to get a bit of a curveball during this time. Is it going to be a bad curveball? No, it doesn't have to be at all. It can be that, it's like, oh, well, that changes things. And I'm just seeing a sense of, oh, well, that changes things. So just be aware of this during this time, that things are going to come up from this new moon to the next new moon, where it's like, oh, well, now I have to rethink that, or, oh, I didn't expect that, or I thought it was this way, or this is what I heard. And somebody else is like, well, I didn't say that. Don't second guess yourself. Okay. During this time, there's a sense of, it's like somebody doesn't have it all figured out. So just be aware of this. Okay. Oops, sorry, just hit my mic. So let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides, angels and spirit guides. And here we have authentic. We are stepping into what we really want, what we really desire. And it can be something that here, and yeah, spirit is showing that we had thought, there was a certain path forward. We had thought it was going to be a certain way. And now, as we embrace our authenticity, what our heart really desires, because this time is all about connecting with our heart, we start to see new doors opening. We start to see new avenues moving us forward. And that's going to be a big deal for us, because a lot of times we can be doing what we think was right. We can be doing what we thought was what was expected of us. But it could be our ego ambition and our heart ambition was not in alignment. So just be aware of this. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. guide this reading and show me clearly. Okay, so the essence of you, Capricorn, is coming forward. You're represented by the devil in the major arcana, which I always think is a little bit rude, but it's very much, you're ruled by Saturn, right? And Saturn is about rules and structure, and it's very much earthbound energy. Remember, the devil before, it was created as the devil was a conglomerate and is a conglomerate of of pagan of pagan nature gods. And Spirit is showing me here there's this sense of coming back down to earth and connecting to a little bit of your wildness, but also connecting to what you deeply desire, what is deeply important, and seeing what has been weighing you down, chaining you, keeping you held back. And that's going to be a very big thing. That's a huge theme and a recurring theme in a Capricorn's life. We have temperance we have temperance guiding us right here, crowning this whole entire reading. Sagittarius energy linked to Jupiter, linked to greatness. Okay, we're linked to Saturn here, which is structure and order. And this is going to be a time where our our way of seeing things can be great. Our structure, our connecting with ourselves. If we release the negativity, because the devil can also be addictions, we are going to find ourselves thriving because we have the 10 of Pentacles, prosperity, success, bounty, abundance, 5 of Wands. We're releasing the chaos, the fighting for the sake of fighting. Judgment reverse. The world isn't going to be big. It's going to be a lot smaller than we had anticipated during this time. And that can be why certain plans fall through. We're not moving, like physically moving the way that we thought we were, but emotionally things are opening up. So let's talk about this moon, astrologically speaking. It is a new moon on the 16th of August. It is 23 degrees of Leo. Both the sun and the moon are in Leo. We are very stubborn during this time, but we are also really open to new beliefs, new ideas. Newness is very intriguing to us. Leo brings confidence, creativity, vitality, a love for life, enthusiasm. It brings out our natural leadership. It also makes us want to be the heroes of our own stories. That's why we're really being honest with the energy that holds us back. It lets us shine. This energy wants us to shine. And us in turn, we want others to shine as well. This new moon is a time of darkness. It is a time between the lunar cycles. It's a time of coming in. This is also seen as the moon's time in the underworld before it is reborn on the 17th or on the 18th. It is a time of death and rebirth, of transformation. Okay? This is not a time for manifestation. So here, this is a new moon is a time for self-realization, for going into the self, seeing what we truly want, seeing what we truly desire, and connecting. Now, Venus is in the underworld as well, and this is at the same exact time as this new moon. And Venus, which is conjunct the new moon and the sun, she is moving from being our evening star to being our morning star. She's changing her face in the night sky. The new moon is changing her face in the night sky. So there's something here where we're looking at things and it's kind of like we're changing our face. And it can be somebody's looking at getting, a facelift or, cosmetic surgery or something like that. It can be that. But we're looking at ourselves in the mirror and we're changing the way that we see ourselves. It can be slowly. It usually is astoundingly slowly, but we're changing the narrative around us. We're changing the way we define us. Now, T-squaring Pluto and the lunar nodes. There's a T-squaring of Pluto and the lunar nodes. And this brings us really powering energy, okay? Powerful energy, but it's powering us forward, but it brings a doubt. It brings fear versus love. It brings victim versus creator. And Spirit's asking us, which road are we going to choose? How are we going to move forward for us? Black Moon Lilith is at 24 degrees of Leo. This is linked to the new moon, a symbol of wild, instinctive femininity. So we're stepping into the sacred feminine during this time. Venus conjunct the moon and Black Moon Lilith brings a rebellious energy around love. We don't want it to be the same way we had been taught or thought it was supposed to be. And that is coming through also with the Four of Wands reversed. Okay? Uranus is squaring the sun and the moon. It brings individuality, speaking the truth, being brave, fully understanding and seeing ourselves is coming forward with Uranus squaring the sun and the moon. Jupiter is trine Mercury, which brings big ideas and expanding the mind, and that's crowning us right here, the energy of Jupiter. Mars is conjunct Mercury. This is a good time for practicality, for kind of working things out, seeing things, understanding things, and also for our health. We can be very health focused during this time. Mars is conjunct Neptune. Now, this is where things get a little bit tricky. Mars is goal oriented. It's very much about goals, what I am achieving, how I am succeeding. And Neptune is about our dreams, our goals, our earthly connection to what we want, and our ambition is not in harmony with our dreams. We're questioning how we move forward. We're questioning what we love, what we want. It can make it just feel hard. It can make us feel just like we're a bit lost. Like we had all this ambition, but we don't know how to connect with it, how to use it, where to go with it. And it's almost like, should I just give up? There's an energy here. Should I just give up? Know that it's kind of written in our stars right now to feel frustrated and overwhelmed. We need to connect the heart with what we're doing or how we're creating our world. We're out of alignment with our heart just a bit. Now, Venus, as she rises to the morning star, is right by Hydra, with the serpent that signifies the sacred feminine. Now, this the sacred feminine energy is also in the underworld. So this energy of being reborn is all around us right now. The sun, the moon, and Venus are close to the royal star of Regulus, the heart of Leo, the Leo constellation. Now, this is urging us to come back to our heart energy, to ourselves, to our souls, to what we desire, what we love in life. And with that heart energy, we also have Saturn in the stars of Aquarius. Okay. And this is especially big if you're born on the cusp of Aquarius, or if you have Aquarius in your chart. You're ruled by Saturn. That's coming through very strongly. And Saturn in the stars of Aquarius, the water bearer, is pouring the living waters, the life wisdom onto the earth, onto us, reminding us that we are energetic beings. Uranus and Jupiter are squaring the new moon and Venus. This is close to the head of Cetus, the whale, reminding us of our wisdom, of the wisdom in the waters, in the deep waters, the sacred healing, and the connecting with the sacred feminine as we connect with the waters that live in our souls, that live in us, that move us forward. So this is going to be a time of finding balance, finding harmony, looking at our lives and ourselves in a very different way. We're taking those life waters where Cetus the whale is, and we're learning how to balance them. We're taking the life waters that Saturn, our ruling planet, is pouring down on us and saying, how do I utilize this? How do I move me forward? Where is it that I want to be? What is it that I need? What is it that I desire in my life? We're looking at balance. And we can feel that things are rather chaotic, rather overwhelming, not making sense, becoming a little bit more in our face. And Spirit is saying to us, how do we balance? How do we harmonize? How do we move things forward? How do we see where we need to be for us? So during this time when we're having everything come together, and this is very strong, especially if we're born on the cusp of Sagittarius, because this is Sagittarius energy, there's a sense of, how do I move forward in harmony with me? We can find great help from a Sagittarian, but also in embracing the greatness of Jupiter. That energy of Jupiter, when combined with anything, makes greatness, amps it up. We're amping up our energy of balance, our energy of seeing ourselves, of honoring ourselves, of moving forward in the way that our soul is yearning for. This is not a time for being out and about and in the middle of everything. If we are, that's great. But we might find that we really need time to come home, decompress, relax, center ourselves, honor ourselves, love ourselves. Our angels are speaking primarily to us. It is our job during this time to listen. A lot of times, angels can speak through other people, sending messages that we've kind of received in our dreams, and they echo it in the waking world through others. This is going to be our time with our angels. This is going to be a time when the angels connect with us and say, listen, I'm talking and whispering directly in your ears. Listen. We're going to get great guidance from our dreams, but we're also going to get great guidance from stillness. However, we embrace stillness. Now, you can be like me and not really like to be still. You can always have to be moving, even when you're sitting, type of deal. And so, however, stillness manifests in your world, whether it be going on a walk, whether it be, doing a craft or reading a book, however, stillness comes into your world, embrace it. I know this is a time when your angels are going to be whispering in like the background of your mind, the background of your being. And it's time to listen to the whispers. It brings us to the Five of Wands reversed. The Five of Wands reversed is I'm letting go of petty energy, petty people, conflicts that don't seem to have an end. I'm not being a part of it. We're stepping away. We don't want this. This moon is very highlighting for us during this time, and we don't want the chaos of everyone else and everything else to come forward and knock us off our trail and our path. This is going to be a time for us where walking away is going to be one of the most powerful answers we can give. Saying, is this right for me? Is going to be one of the most powerful questions we can ask, because there's an energy around us and it doesn't seem like a big deal, or it doesn't seem like it could even become a big deal, but it's based off of pettiness. It's based off of anger, and it wants to suck you in. So here with the Five of Wands reversed, it's like, nope, I'm not doing this. I'm walking away. It brings us to the very essence of ourselves coming forward. Now, the interesting thing with the devil is always chained. Always has the two people chained. And you can kind of look at this with the lover's energy. The lover's energy is the two people standing before an angel with no chains, like with infinite possibilities ahead of them. And that's us when we're born into the world, right? Infinite possibilities ahead of us. When it comes to the Capricorn time period, okay, and a Capricorn season, it's like, okay, this is the weight of everything that I have experienced. And now I'm chained to this earthly world in this way. How is it affecting me? How am I moving forward with it? Some chains we happily bear, responsibilities that we would never change for the world. It could be our animals, our children, our partners. It could be our home. Life comes with responsibilities where if you look at it, and you could be cynical in looking at it this way, but I don't think so. You can think of it as a chain. It could be a bracelet, it could be a necklace, it could be a chain, but it is something that will weigh us down. It's something that is a physical reminder that there are responsibilities here in this world, right here, right now. And what we have to say to ourselves is, are my responsibilities a necklace, a beauty, something to be admired? Or is it a chain that weighs me down and stoops me, that overwhelms me, that's stealing away my joy and my pleasure and my desire within my world? Look at our addictions. The devil always says to us, look at our addictions, whether it be positive addictions like healthy eating and exercising. What is taking up our lives? What is stopping us, holding us back? And again, it can be in a way that people think, oh, well, that's super positive, but it's hurting every other relationship. And there can be addictions that are super negative and everybody sees it, but we might not be seeing it right now. So just be aware of this, because we're moving here to the 10 of Pentacles: prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. It's almost like one of the things with Capricorn, and one of the trials with Capricorn, is, how do you see your responsibilities? Are they burdens? Are they weights to be worn and kind of like Marley dragging throughout our life, weighing us down, holding us back? Or are they going to become that jewelry, that blessing that says, yes, I have responsibilities, but life is about responsibilities? It's a very sad person. It's a very sad energy that goes through this world with no attachments whatsoever. And that's an interesting thing here with the devil, because we're moving to the 10 of Pentacles: prosperity, success, bounty, abundance. This is generational wealth. This is a blessing that is being handed down to you by somebody who says, you know what? I see you. I honor you. And this is one of your ancestors. This is somebody in the spirit world. Now, this could also be from a past life. This person is like, hey, look, listen, Capricorn, you're doing really, really well. And I'm blessing you. And I'm connecting with you. This is a time of seeing our wealth take shape. This is money, or what we value as much as money, taking shape, leading us forward, guiding us in a direction we hadn't thought of. This is prosperity. And this is prosperity that sings to us. So here it's like, okay, are our responsibilities going to become prosperity that we then get to pass down to the next generation and the next generation, building light and love and brilliance into the world? Are our responsibilities something we are going to be angry and resentful about and pass that down to the next generation? And let those seeds be what they plant for themselves and the next generation and the next generation. There's a question here. It moves us to the moon. Let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. I love that explanation from Spirit about Capricorn energy because I know Capricorn's in my life and I have Capricorn in my chart. And I was like, well, is it always like the devil? Is it always bad? Type of thing. But I had one Capricorn in my life that's just brilliant, just absolutely brilliant. And the other one, not as much. And it's like, well, it's the way you bear your responsibilities, right, Capricorn? And it's like, how do you let yourself shine? How do you let yourself move forward? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And that's a great question for every single human being on earth. How do we bear our responsibilities? Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Okay, so what's really interesting here is that as we find our balance, as the waters come down from the heavens, right, from the cosmos, we're assessing. But reverse, we have ourselves, the new moon in Capricorn, which we are Capricorns in a new moon. And it says your hard work is paying off. We don't really feel that way. We feel a little bit forgotten, overlooked, out of balance for one reason or another, a little bit adrift. And it's going to be very personal as to why we feel that way, because it's a general reading. It's going to be a very personal thing as to why we feel this way. But it's also going to be something here where it's like, okay, if I'm assessing the situation, if I'm assessing my life, why don't I feel my hard work is paying off? What is it about me that I am not seeing? My prosperity, my success. Why am I always pushing the carrot and the stick, metaphor? Why am I always pushing the carrot further and further away from myself? Why can't I give myself that praise, that reward? What your hard work is paying off with, like, okay, I might not be exactly where I want to be, but good job. Well done. You got up. You got started. You're seeing yourself. That's hard work. It's time to assess us and not be so hypercritical, because Capricorn, we can be. The answers you need are coming is reversed. Abundance is here. So we might not ever get the answers that we want. And that's annoying, but there needs to be a sense of like, okay, I see that. I accept that. I might not have these answers, but I am embracing my abundance. I am looking at my inner world, a smaller world, myself, and I'm seeing greatness. It brings us then to expect powerful change. The reverse is that hunger, we're not really even hungry for the powerful change. Spirit's like, expect powerful change. And we're like, well, okay, if it comes, it comes. If it doesn't come, it doesn't come. But what we are hungry for is a calmness, is a steadiness within our world and within ourselves. It brings us to the energy is gaining momentum, and it is. That realization that we are the key, the realization of how do we wear our responsibilities? How do we see ourselves? How do we honor ourselves? How do we move forward in who we are? Where once we stood before the angels, right? As children, we stand before our lives with endless possibilities. And as we grow older, the chains are made one by one, link by link. Is it negative or is it positive? It's a mixture of the both. At times, you can wear beautiful jewelry that is as heavy as heck. So here, it's the realization that I am walking through the portal into my next adventure, my connection with my inner self, my next self, my being that I want to bring forward into this world. The energy is gaining momentum. It is like my energy with myself, Capricorn. It's like my energy with myself is gaining momentum and moving me forward. And it says, bring love into the situation. This is reverse. We're having a hard time bringing love into the situation that is beautiful. And it would seem like a really natural thing to say, oh, I'm bringing love into a beautiful situation. But it is seeing the beauty within our world. It is realizing a generational blessing is coming to us, moving us forward, guiding us, blessing us. And it's like, okay, now I need to bring the love in. Now I need to look at things not as maybe mathematical, but as emotional. And it's time for me to love myself, to let my heart shine forward. And as my heart shines forward for me, it then overflows into everything else in our world. It moves us to our subconscious. energy to be mindful of, and it's the Lord. The Lord is absolute rule, absolute order. This is the Lord. You will listen to them. This is, this is the High King energy. And here, we don't want anybody lording anything over us. We don't even want our own egos lording their expectations. It's expectations, it's desire over us. So just be aware of this. This is also Aries energy. We're really not here for a fight during this new moon. And from new moon to new moon, we're going to find that we're really not interested in a fight. It moves us to our spirit message, and this is abundance. Abundance reversed. We have abundance from the moon in the upright. Here, Spirit is saying you're not feeling as abundant, as in tune with ourselves as we once did. So just be aware of this. It moves us to our subconscious tarot message, which is the world reversed. Just as Judgment was telling us, our world is small right now. It's not about the opening up the doors. It's not about the connecting with everyone and everything and being here and doing this and doing that. Our world is small, but it does not mean that it's not beautiful. A small world where we focus on ourselves and what we love and what we need and what is right here, right now, is an extraordinary world. It brings us to our subconscious Luna message. Now, the month of August is quite an intense month. We have the month starting with a supermoon on the 1st of August and ending with a supermoon on the 31st of August. And so we have the supermoon energy that says emotions run high, and they do. And this moon is a little bit of a salve, a little bit of a balm over that to say, can you trust that things are healing, things are centering, and things are moving forward? That sense of release is going to be just so important during this time. Again, it's not about manifestation. What can I get right now? It's about looking inward and saying, what do I need? All right, Capricorn. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this new moon and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Capricorn. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless, and have a blessed moon. Bye.